Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, Ticking Together. As always, the goal of this channel is to provide education about and to raise awareness as to what it's like living with Tourette Syndrome. In today's video, I wanted to do a story time regarding my medication journey per se. But for those of you new here, let me just back it up. Hi, I'm Carly, I'm 24 years old, and I have Tourette Syndrome. I was clinically diagnosed with Tourette Syndrome at the age of 12. I am now 24, and I've lived with Tourette's my whole life, basically. It's a doozy and a half. It is a heckin' struggle living with this neurological disorder. And if you don't know what Tourette's is, it is, as I said, a neurological disorder which causes me to make involuntary movements and sounds called tics. I got rice. So when I say certain things that don't make sense with the narrative of this video, or when I flip you guys off, totally unintentional. I love you guys. It's not part of the meaning to this video, it's just part of my neurological disorder and I literally can't control it. And it's been a struggle. But yeah, that's all about me. Hi again, thank you so much for being here. If you haven't already and you would like to join the Ticking Together family, please subscribe to my channel and ring that notification bell to stay tuned to all of my content here. I mainly post about Tourette Syndrome awareness, as well as some of my life stories living with Tourette's, as well as some neurodiversity content and the odd sprinkle of fun. Yeah, but today I wanted to talk about a medication journey that I've been on, which has kind of come to fruition today. So if you guys haven't seen one of my past videos from a few weeks ago, I discussed going through severe medication withdrawal due to a medication called Zoloft or sertraline. And Zoloft is a medication that I've been on for 11 years, so since I was 13 years old. And what it did for me was it treated my depression, anxiety, as well as OCD. Because along with Tourette Syndrome, I have a whole other concoction of other issues. Yeah. And so I was put on this medication called Zoloft or sertraline when I was 13. It's been a long journey of being on this medication, and I've recently made the decision to come off this medication completely because I felt like it wasn't working. If you would like to see more about that, please click that link I posted up there, and you'll see all about the medication withdrawal scenario that I've been going through for the past month or so. It's been a doozy. But today, I got rice. But today I had an appointment with my psychiatrist, who's the one behind the whole weaning process. And I just wanted to give you guys an update. So basically, it's been weird. I got some information today which has been really kind of jarring, and I don't really know how I feel about it. But I did want to discuss it here with you guys in case it brings any insight to anyone who may be going through something similar. So I've been on Zoloft for the past 11 years. It's felt really weird. It hasn't really worked for me. I mean, maybe for the first year or two, I noticed a slight difference of like, okay, my mood's a little more stable. I'm not super depressed. Because I was diagnosed with a severe depression at the age of 12, which is shocking to think because 12 is really young to be so depressed as I was. I was also diagnosed with severe generalized anxiety disorder, Tourette's, obviously, OCD, and I remember being told I had depression as young as 9. My first ever therapist sat me down and was like, Carly, you're clearly depressed at the age of 9. And so depression is not something that should be laughed at either, or something that should be mocked or degraded or made fun of or romanticized. My channel is mainly about not romanticizing Tourette's, but depression is also something that should not be romanticized. And I see it in the media all the time. Being romanticized and being some kind of trend. It's cute and quirky to be sad. No, it's not. No, it's not. But at my first ever therapy appointment, I remember my therapist telling me, like, you have all the signs of depression and you're 9, like, how can we help you? So it clearly was something that I needed to be helped with because you need to be having fun when you're a kid. You know, kids should be living their life to the fullest. They're just kids. And so I was put on this medication at 12 a few years later. And as I said, it did help a little bit. It wasn't super noticeable, but I thought it was working, especially because my doctor said, Stormy! Because my doctor said I should be on it and it would most likely help, so I listened to him. I went on the Zoloft at around 12 or 13, and I just decided to come off of it a few weeks ago. And I came off it, and the first thing I noticed about 2 days in was, wow, my brain feels clear. I can think straight. Which is really weird because you think if you're on an antidepressant, it should be making your brain think straight and be more clear, not having all these depressive symptoms. But after I came off of the Zoloft, my brain felt like a weight had been lifted off of it. I felt like I could feel emotions that I hadn't been feeling for years. But at the same time, I was going through a lot of withdrawal symptoms and I didn't realize like what this was going to entail for me. Anyways, I went to the doctor today, my psychiatrist, and I explained all of my symptoms to him. I said, yo, these are my withdrawal symptoms. They are brutal. They're still going on. How much longer is this gonna last? Yada, yada, yada. And then I explained to him, after I stopped taking the Zoloft, I felt clear again. I felt like I could feel things that I hadn't been feeling since I was 13. I felt like my brain had a weight lifted off it. And he said to me, I'm gonna explain what he said because I found it very valuable. He said to me, not a lot of people with Zoloft, but a few people who are on Zoloft for prolonged periods report feeling numb. And as soon as he said the word numb, my brain kind of clicked and I was like, that's exactly what I was feeling. Because I wasn't necessarily depressed, sad, but I wasn't feeling any emotion. I wasn't feeling my extreme happiness. I wasn't feeling my extreme lows. I wasn't feeling angry. I wasn't feeling any emotion. I was just kind of numb to everything. But I'd been dealing with it since I was 13, so I didn't realize that it was not normal. And so what he said to me was, what I'm hearing is this Zoloft did nothing for you, and you've been on it for so long as kind of a suppressant to your emotions, and that's not good. And I was like, whoa, this is all making sense. So then he explains to me a really, really, really helpful analogy, and he said, hey Carly, do you know what cataracts are? And I said, yes. If you guys don't know what cataracts are, it's kind of like an eye disease where you get a film built up on the lens of your eye and it makes things very cloudy, it's hard to see, it's very blurry. It's a disease where you have to get surgery to remove a lens from your eye to be able to see again. And what he said was, people with cataracts, when they get their lens removed, that foggy lens, that cloudy lens, they often report seeing too much light after the surgery, or they report seeing too much. They report seeing too much. It's like, well, I'm seeing too much. I want to go back to not seeing this much. Like it's overwhelming. And what he said to me was, this is what it sounds like you're going through with emotions. And I was like, this is exactly what I'm going through, because my Zoloft had suppressed all of my emotions, my natural emotions, since I was 13, that now I'm feeling all of this intense emotion, whether it's really good or really bad. I'm feeling it all. And he said that since I've been suppressing my emotions for so long, that I basically have the skills of a 13-year-old with expressing these strong emotions because I've never had to deal with it. The medication has been making me numb for so long, which makes a lot of sense. And I've been really good at masking it and really good at putting on a show and pretending I'm really happy or pretending I'm sad or pretending I'm feeling things. But realistically, I wasn't feeling them at the level I should have been because it was so numbed down and so suppressed. And so he said, it's really good that I came off the Zoloft and the medication withdrawal shouldn't last much longer. Praise the Lord. So realistically, I'm on the path to a better life because I'm able to feel emotions that everyone feels that I've had suppressed since I was around 12 to 13. And it's kind of intimidating, to be honest. It's scary to be told, Carly, you're gonna have to learn how to deal with these emotions that you should have already known how to deal with. And I'm 24, as I said, but now I have this whole other struggle of, oh my gosh, I was put on this Zoloft as a kid, not really thinking about the side effects, not really thinking about what could go wrong. And now I'm at 24, basically having to relearn how to cope with everyday emotions. For example, in the past few videos, you might have seen that I've been a little bit more cheery, a little bit more manic. I use that word because I feel like I'm all over the place with my ups and my downs, and it's scary. My anger has also been a lot worse with my rage, my Tourette's rage, and it's scary because I don't know how to reel these emotions in. And he mentioned, like, some people report laughing hysterically for no reason, and I was like, oh my gosh, I went out to dinner with my parents a few weeks ago and started laughing about a joke that wasn't even that funny, but I was laughing so hard I couldn't breathe and I was crying and everyone was looking at me like, what are you doing? This isn't that funny. But this was just after I'd come off my Zoloft. And I was feeling these emotions, these happy emotions that I hadn't been feeling either. So it's scary. It's really overwhelming to think. I got rice. It's really overwhelming to think that this medication was suppressing all of my emotions for the past however many years, 11 years did I say? It's been suppressing my emotions for so long and I'm kind of scared. I do have to go to probably therapy to learn how to deal with these emotions. And I know this sounds ridiculous. I'm just sharing this as kind of like a PSA again, just in case if you are thinking of going on medications for depression or Tourette's or whatever the case may be, just be aware that the symptoms can be really long lasting and the side effects can be long lasting because Again, if I could go back, I most likely would not have gone on Zoloft, especially because now at 24, I'm dealing with all of these repercussions of I have to learn how to deal with emotions in a more healthy manner that I don't even know how to begin. And I have the emotional intelligence of like a 13-year-old basically, because I don't know how to rein in on these emotions. They're so strong, and I've never had these kind of strong emotions. So it's a little bit scary. So that's one of the updates I wanted to give you guys about the Zoloft. It is a little bit scary, so just be careful before you go on any medication. Not trying to be fear-mongering, not trying to say don't go on medication, because a lot of medication can be life-changing. It can be very helpful. It can be crucial to treatment. But also be aware that don't take everything that a doctor says, hey, this will help you. Here you go, take this, take this, take this, without doing your own research and without having an open discussion with your doctor about, hey, what are the side effects going to be? How is this going to work for me in the future? How is this going to work for me in the near future, the long future? You know, how is this going to work for me in general? But that is my update. I just wanted to say again, Zoloft has been a really, really, really big struggle for me in the past 11 years. It's been a struggle, and I wish I never would have gone on it, but I'm coming out of the end of the withdrawals, hopefully, so praise the Lord. But I just wanted to make this video in case you guys have ever gone through something similar, because I think that not having emotional intelligence at the age of 24, it's not a good thing. I mean, not to say that I don't have some, but now that all of these emotions are so strong, I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. So that's one of the things that Zoloft can do to you if you're not careful. I'm not, again, not trying to fearmonger, not trying to be like, oh, be careful. It's just, you know, do your research, because I feel like I'm kind of screwed now because now I have to relearn how to do all sorts of things and I don't know where to begin. But thank you guys for watching this update video on my medication journey. I really appreciate all of the support I've received from you guys, especially going through my medication withdrawal, because it's been a really bad time for me. But I appreciate all of your support so greatly. If you would like to help my channel grow, please give this video a thumbs up. Every single thumbs up helps me so immensely, and I appreciate it so much. And if you'd like to help my channel grow even further, please subscribe to my channel and ring the notification bell to stay tuned to all of my content here at Ticcing Together. Every single subscription helps, I really mean that. I have also launched channel memberships, which means for a small monthly fee, you can sign up to help support Ticcing Together even further, which is so important to me and means the absolute world to me. And at the end of every video, I do a member shout out. And today's member shout out goes to Twiggy Stardust. Twiggy is a subscriber that means so much to me. I mean, you all do, but Twiggy is a name that stands out to me because they join all of my live streams. They're always there, and I really appreciate all of their support. So thank you for being my member. Shout out this video. Twiggy, let's give them a round of applause. Thank you, Twiggy. If you guys would like to support Ticcing Together even further, and there is no obligation here, but I do have a link in my description where you can donate directly to the Ticcing Together cause and help me fund further videos. It would be really helpful to me, but again, no obligation. It is never necessary. It's more of just a gift you can give if you'd like. But I appreciate all of you. I appreciate the subscriptions, the thumbs up, everything I appreciate. Please leave a comment down below saying hi. Stormy! I got rice. Telling me what you would like to see in future videos, or letting me know if you've ever been through medication withdrawal, if you've ever had medication side effects such as these, and how you've best dealt with it. I would love to hear your story. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. As always, we're learning together, we're laughing together, and we're ticking together. Bye!